Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS. I just got my hair blown out, so
Wow.
if everybody who's not watching, but if you see our YouTube video, you'll know.
She twirled around
God
the
is
parking lot,
good.
and my breath was taken away.
I
was
said,
like,
do you notice anything
she
different?
said, I'm just out here making the world a little more beautiful.
I am. I was like, Lord, there's nothing better as a girl than a blowout. Like a fresh blowout makes me so happy. Because
Is it just because you don't have to do it?
yes, 100%. And it just always looks good. The back of my hair, I know it's not going to be like little, kinky, I can't get my hair straight in the back all the time. So Trey, one day, he said, I just want to learn how to give you a blowout because I have these like little.
Just for the back piece.
Almost like kinks. I don't know if they're from, my hair's naturally curly, so maybe that, but also maybe because I wear a ponytail all the time, I'll like have this like indentation in my hair, and I'm too lazy to just really spend some time. Also, all I see are my children, and Travis, I don't think he cares that much, but
There was a time where she was only fixing what she could see.
yes, it really
and
is. Yeah,
I would tell her, and she's like, I just don't care.
no, it's just so much work. So yeah,
'cause-
I really
Yep.
do. We have a friend who's a hair and makeup artist, and there's a very, very wealthy lady in town, and he travels the world with her. Like she will go, like I think it's the best gig ever. I was telling my hair guy today, I was like, you know what? If I had just unlimited money to blow out my asshole, it would be to have somebody travel with me to do at least my hair. Like hair and makeup, yes, but like she does it right.
Yeah.
Because like she will go to, Paris. She will take him with her to do her hair and makeup. So she always looks good. There's nothing, that's kind of why I don't like to travel a lot too, is you're like constantly having to, do your hair and makeup with minimal tools because the tools aren't US tools. So I did buy this blowout brush when I was on my last vacation. Travis walked like 3 miles with me to buy this blowout brush.
Oh, wow.
So, because I never have any hair tools, I'm always trying to find somebody to do my hair. And every time they did it, it just wasn't as good as my people in Dallas. And I was so disappointed. And it was like one time they gave me a blowout. It was 150 euros. That is more than my hair color. Yes. Like I got my roots done today. And I was like, this is crazy. I don't even like how they're doing it. I feel like I could do better half the time. So I told Travis when we got to Paris, I was like, listen, we have an apartment in Paris now. And I
to buy your supplies.
I said, I feel like I am now at a place in my life where I should not be spending absorbent amounts of money for somebody to give me a wash and blow dry. I can do it myself.
I feel like maybe you just
need
went to the wrong
tool.
place.
No, these were really nice hotels. These were like 5-star hotels, and their blow drying people were not 5-star blow drying people. They were, it was a 5-star price, but just not, Also, I don't know if, like, a lot of people don't know how to work with naturally curly hair, so they just, it's tough. And they don't really use, I've noticed, like, in the U.S., they always use products to smooth and, like, protect your hair. When every time I travel out of the country, they do not put one freaking product on my hair. They shampoo, condition, and all I can think of is my hair is just getting fried right now, and they just go to town with a blow dryer. So, anyway, praise God, fresh blow dry, and yeah, I have my little round brush. Anyways, that's my praise report for the day.
So it's the end of Pride Month, and we've had protests all month long, like on Cedar Springs. And
What
you
are
can
they
tell,
protesting?
I don't know, gay rights.
Oh, okay.
Beats me. But you can tell these women don't have a gay in their life
Yes,
based
why?
on how their hair looks.
Oh,
Is your hairstylist gay?
100%,
That-
yes. Uh-huh.
That every girl needs a gay.
They do. Now, I have a gay Trey who does not know how to fix hair, but if he did, he'd be a 10 out of 10.
I feel like it's something that I like almost considered it whenever the back of your hair was really bothering me for a while. I was like, I'm going to just go to school for this.
I did try to teach him in Mexico. I had him give other people whose hair I did not care about as much as my own a blowout. And then I saw his technique and I said, oh,
Well, yeah.
we're gonna
it was
need-
kind of relaxing though. Like I
Yeah.
can see why people like there's like an art to it. You have to like be able to like flow with your hands. It's almost
Yes.
like you're like knitting.
the guy that does my color, he has pictures. Like I guess growing up, he would always play with his mom's hair. Like he has pictures in his little studio space of him like doing his mom's hair. He was probably 5 or 6. Did you ever do that when you were younger?
I used to. My parents told me I used to be obsessed. This is, I think, when they knew. I used to be obsessed playing with people's hair. I used to love
Really?
to brush people's hair or blow. Yeah,
I would.
they said I was obsessed with it, and that's
would
when Mom
love
was
that.
like, "This one might be a little gay," and sure enough.
I would, as a mom, I would love that. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing better than having your hair played with.
Oh no, I think if you have a gay son, you just had a unicorn. Like
Yeah, it's so.
you
I
are
like
in
to
love. You have all the
shop.
perks of a girl without all the she just won't get pregnant.
Yeah,
like,
it's 10 out of 10.
It's like
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
No, that's what. Yeah, he has pictures, and I was like, "Oh, that's so great! You always knew that you wanted to be." But no, it's just a, he just always knew he was gay, maybe, and not just yeah.
He said,
don't
"I need
know.
to fix that."
But he's He's really great, and he was really scaring me because he thought his blow dryer was going out during our appointment at the very beginning, and I said, "Oh no!"
Wait, tell your blow dryer story again.
Which one?
Where it caught on fire.
Oh, that was in Paris. That's when I decided I was only
See?
going to get blowouts whenever I
But now she's back.
traveled. But then I wasn't getting great blowouts, and I was like, my husband is spending anyways. So the apartment that now we like co-own with the guy that lives in our guest house, because he put us on the lease because he in Paris, maybe TMI, but whatever. In Paris, I guess there's like it's rent control.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but pretty much what I've gathered it means is he's had this apartment for like 25 plus years, maybe 30
There's
plus
restrictions
years.
on like how much they can increase.
Yes.
And because he's had it for so long,
It's very reasonable.
but it's also capped at how much you can increase like overall total,
yes. So
which sucks for landlords.
but not for
Usually, not for Stephanie.
yes, not for so they recently sold his apartment building, and I mean he's 97, so he doesn't, maybe he lives to 114, which I think is the oldest person in the world, which is what I told him. I said, that's our goal, 115. Like, don't let me down. I feel like he could do it, So anyway, so now this apartment that this happened at, Travis and I guess co-own, but do we really own it? No, because when we die, like
lease it.
they have to, so we lease it. But he put us on the lease with him. I almost had him marry my husband, so that way they just were like a gay couple that we could get this apartment. But no, he was able to put us on they allowed him to put us on with him. So now when he passes, we are still capped at that rate. So we still have all the benefits of the pricing because it's a very good deal.
They're paying less than what you'll pay for a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it's a good deal.
Yes, and it's like, and I sent Trey a video.
And I'm
It
talking
is
like Dallas prices. Like she sent me a video. She's talked about it forever, and
Yeah.
I've never stayed there because I'm like, I don't know where it is or what it is. But Ron, like that man has some expensive taste.
yes, it's very nice.
nice.
It's very, very, very nice. So beautiful, beautiful. Now, do I want to eventually, like I think right now you kind of have to like not change a lot of stuff, but eventually I'd like to get like some new furniture, just make it a little bit more Travis and I.
I feel like I love French architecture, especially just like the Parisian style, like the high ceilings, it has gorgeous crown molding.
Gorgeous crown molding, yes.
But I feel like you need to like lacquer some walls.
Yes, ooh,
Like
that
a
would
light
be good.
blue.
See, that's what I want to do. I want to do like a really like soft powder
Yes.
blue, white, like creams, like just very like soft and beautiful. And anyways, I have a plan, but not for a few more years. So anyway, so I'm at this apartment. Ron had it. This was probably 12 years ago, maybe a little longer. And I always would bring my U.S. hair tools, right? And whenever we traveled, and normally they would work out, but we were also staying in probably newer hotels. This is an old building, right? So I had the adapter, I plugged it in, and it was my expensive one too, my expensive little blow dryer. And
It's like a T3, right?
yeah, like a T3. And I had my little round brush doing the side of my head. When I say I saw a puff of fire, it's like this red, like my blow dryer turned like blood red coming at me, and then completely melted my hair. My hair was completely melted off. My hair in that area did not grow back for 3 years. I had to part my hair to one side, not because I liked that look, but because I physically had like little twigs it took 3 years for my hair to really start growing back. I thought it was never, so I had a little PTSD from that. So I was like, you know what? screw this. Also, it messed up my blow dryer, so I had to go buy a new one. So I said, you know what? Screw this. I am going to, from now on, when I travel outside the country and they don't take my U.S. hair tools, I am going to just, I'm going to just get not blowjobs, blowouts. Yes.
Yes.
So that's what I've been doing until recently. Yes. But that's my story.
Oh,
Yeah. It's good.
That would panic me.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying.
Yep. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Oh, okay. So whenever you were gone, Zach and I announced that we're like having a baby. But that same day that we recorded that, our egg donor, I don't know if they're being fully honest with me about what happened there, but we have a new egg donor.
Okay, so what happened with your old egg donor?
Well, we had our call with her, and Zach explained, he was like, Trey would, if he could, like, he would expedite this to where we had a baby, like, in hand in, like, 2 days. Like, he would Amazon Prime it. But he was like, I understand, that's not, so he's like, I'll calm him down. And I was like, I would. But I was like, I understand it takes 9 months. I can't control that. But I was like, I just want to make sure that we're moving diligently. And the girl, she was like, I'm not, like, hesitant to do it. She was like, I have a wedding in July, and, like, I don't want to, like, be on all, like, the hormones and stuff until then. I was like, well, I don't want to wait 2 months to, like, even start the process.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, we're ready. You signed up for this, not to be rude, but, like, you signed up for it. So I just told our coordinator, I was like, I want a schedule. Like, I want to know when we're doing what testing and, like, just to make sure we keep the ball rolling. And I was like, so, like, let's put together something and have a clear understanding of how we're moving forward. And then that next Monday, allegedly, she got engaged over the weekend and decided she no longer wants to be an egg donor. I was like, fine. So I had, like, 7 tabs open on my computer when Zach got home. I was like, here are your new options. Let me know who you like. And we found a new one.
Okay.
Yes, so we have a new one. And I have a call with her in a few hours. She's a lesbian.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that until today. I called the lady on the way here, and she is wanting to. So the model that we're doing, it's a split egg model to where, like, we get half the eggs and she gets half the eggs, and we're paying for the procedure. So it's just an easier way for women to freeze their eggs because it's expensive. So I was like, yeah, if we can have half of them, we'll pay for it. Great. I like that too because
how much is the cost on this? Like, average?
We have the egg donor agency that was $10,500, and then to do the extraction. And I think it's the extraction, all the genetic testing on the embryo, and then kind of the testing that goes into that. That's about $15,000. And then to create the embryo will be another, I think, $13,000.
So wait, so just like not just like for this part, it's about 30.
So we're at like probably 45 to 50,000.
Lord,
to
Jesus.
Tell me about it. Just to get the little embryo that we then put in the surrogate, and then we have medical expenses. I don't even want to talk about those. Don't know what those cost. We're just going to handle that as the invoices come.
You're going to be so stressed out and so excited, but so stressed. Okay.
I don't know which. But so now we have a lesbian. Okay. And I was like,
why are you whispering that?
Well, I feel like I don't know. I just always whisper that word. You don't want people to know. So she is like in a rush, and I was like, why is she in a rush? Well, this is how I learned she's a lesbian, because she is going to be carrying her partner's eggs in October, so she wants to get her eggs out by August. And I said, me too, girl.
Yes.
I said, we are on the same path. So now I'm calling and like borderline threatening these what are they, fertility clinics to just speed things up.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so she's carrying her partner's egg. So will her partner be carrying her egg? Like, how is this working?
Well, so I think she's the girl in the relationship. Okay. I don't think the other one wants to carry a kid.
Yeah.
So her partner's eggs have already been extracted and fertilized with someone else's sperm. I was like, girl, we could have done a trade. Like, that would have been.
You would have,
met me too late. So, yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
I think I'm getting my way, and I'm speeding this along.
Okay, so that means that you'll have all of this done.
Well, so that's what. So I want a positive test by Christmas, but I was.
You want to be pregnant by Christmas?
Yes,
okay.
Like I want to have a sonogram to show on, like, ta-da.
That's your Christmas gift to your whole family.
Pretty much.
So your goal is Christmas because
Yes, but I've already shot our Christmas card, so that won't be on the Christmas card.
it could be like a little additive.
You're right. Like a little separate slip-in.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think we're on track. So if I get the eggs by the end of August, we could implant them by the end of September. So we would probably have, I think it takes 2 weeks to like be pregnant.
Yeah.
I've learned more about the female body than I've ever wanted to know in the last 2 months. Let me tell you something.
Female body is amazing.
It
really
does a
is.
lot.
Yeah.
But I'm like, never wanted to know that.
Yep.
Wasn't interested. So if it's, let's see, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Ugh.
Oh, that's good. That's like right around like.
I know. I'm just trying to not have a summer birthday.
Why?
Well, for the same reason, I feel like you told me this, because then everyone's out of town
Yeah,
for your
that's
kid's
so true.
birthday.
Then just
and,
wait till August and just do like a birthday party a month late. Whenever I always do it like the last week of school. Whenever I've done birthday parties, I'm like, school ends this week, so
cruises you do like end of May usually
Yeah.
because he's a June.
Yeah, yep. But I don't know. Just you will. I mean, being
We'll
a
roll
parent's
with it.
amazing.
What-
Yeah.
What is that, a Leo? I'm also trying to figure out what like.
I'm in June, so I know
Sign I want.
June is Gemini. I don't know.
I like you. We could
Yeah,
have a
you
June.
should. I feel like Geminis are good. Yeah. No, not all. Some Geminis are crazy, but not this girl. I'm good. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited, Trey. Just
Me
go
too.
for it. And here's the deal. Like people, whenever you are younger, you just think it's like super easy and quick to get pregnant. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes, you know. So just if you start, maybe it'll take a while for it to, for everything to go together. Okay, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do twins, or are you gonna do?
No, we're gonna do one at a time.
That's smart.
I know what we want, and we kind of get to pick.
You
But-
can. My sister-in-law chose the sex of her twins.
But, and maybe this is a fertility clinic question, but I'll ask you because you're my primary care physician. Do you already know, like with the embryo, if it's a boy or girl? Yes, right?
So I think it's more of the little. I'm thinking it's more of the sperm. The sperm's the gender,
but like it's
right?
decided when.
I think that they put.
Like,
I
we
don't
don't-
know. I think yes, they knew. They can tell if it's a boy or girl. I don't know exactly how, but I think they called it like spinning the sperm or something, is what she called it. But she had 2 girls. She was in her 40s when she got pregnant with twins, and she wanted boys. And I know they spun the sperm. She had them herself, like she was pregnant with twins, and but she knew she was having boys because they put boy, like she wanted boys. If I ever, and I know some people are going to think this is not okay, and I get it, but if I ever was to have a 3rd child, I would have done the same to have a girl.
Yeah.
I would have done like the whole like I would, it would be for a daughter. It would not be just because I just want to. This body just needs to produce more children.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of the same thing. We like know what we want first. We know what we want second.
Yeah. There was a moment a few months ago where Travis and I looked at each other and said, "Do we want to have another child?" Isn't that crazy? And then we both realized that no, we just will let Trey have children and we'll play with them.
Great.
But because I think our kids are getting to the point to where Chance is going to be driving, and then they're just getting so much older. I don't like it, if I'm being honest. That'll be my nervous breakdown. I'm going to have two nervous breakdowns. That'll be my.
What's the first one?
I don't think I'm going to go through like
a midlife crisis.
a midlife crisis. I don't think I am. I really don't. I think I'm too stable for that.
I don't think you will either, but I think there will be a mental breakdown when Chance moves out.
And when Cruz moves out.
Yeah.
Yeah. My two
And that's gonna be a
midlife
long
crises will be when my son moves. Yes, when my son graduates, that whole senior year, I'm going to have to be in therapy with Travis because our marriage is going to be, because I'm going to lose it. And then when Cruz gets his senior year, I think that whole year I'm just going to be like, so, like, I don't know, because I told Travis, I prepared him, I said, because like he has this company that he runs and all these people, all I have are those 2 boys. That's all I've had for like,
Well,
I
like
don't
18
call
years.
housewives like my, that was like, it was a job, but it wasn't like something that I was just like, I can't wait to go to work today.
It's quite the opposite, actually.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah, so I I don't know, maybe other people who are stay-at-home moms kind of get that, but I feel like my whole soul life's mission for half of my life has been to make sure these two humans aren't horrible.
Stay alive.
And stay alive. And when that soul mission is gone.
Well, then I'm going to say, knock, knock, knock.
I may be your nanny for free. Yeah.
Yep.
You'll be like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I may. Because I that's what I told Travis. I was like, I already have my life planned out. Like, I'm hoping my kids move back to Dallas or we'll have to move to where they are. And like, my goal is to be my child's nanny. Like, I do not want them to have a nanny. I want to do it. Nobody's going to take better care of my grandkids than me.
That leads me to what I was going to say next, and I already know which side of this you're going to fall on. Because I remember with my friends, whenever we were all graduating high school or even college, the moms either fell into like the mental breakdown category or they were like, it's still us. We're still in it together. Yeah. And I feel like you're going to be we are going to college and we are buying our first house and
I'm like, I'm going to get my doctorate.
You're like, this is great for us. We are all. Yep.
Yeah, we are all in it together. Yeah. Yep. It's so that'll be my little mental breakdown.
She doesn't have a mental breakdown. Know that she too is. The PTA mom of college.
I asked my mom. I said because I'm already like really getting like with Chance.
Are you already emotional about it?
I already my heart hurts thinking about it. I can't. I mean, I told you I drove him to school and started crying on the last day.
What?
Yes, I looked at him and I said,
because you won't be driving him to school anymore.
Yes, I looked at him and I said, oh my gosh, it just hit me. This is going to be possibly the last time I ever drive you to school. And I started crying. And he was and he looked at me and he said, Mom, I promise you, I'm probably going to get grounded and you'll drive me to school before I graduate. And I said, I hope so. And then I called Travis crying and he was like, oh my gosh, you really need to like get a hobby. Because I was like, it's just so sad. But
and that's why we still do this.
Yeah, yeah. But so I don't even know where I was going with.
I feel like you're going to cry on the first day of school this coming year whenever he drives himself to school for the first time.
Yeah.
But the second day, you're going to sleep in.
I think I'm going to be that creeper. I might have to get another car because my car is too known. But I feel like I'm just going to follow his ass for a few weeks to make sure he gets there good and he's not doing any bad traffic stuff. I don't know, but
the thought of him driving on Dallas North Tollway to school stresses me out.
Yeah. Think about me. Yeah, it's so stressful. But I did ask my mom because I'm like do not want my kids to move out of the house. Like I actually really still like my children. Don't mess it up, kids, if you ever listen. But I told Mom, I said, were you really sad when Tiffany and I like went off to college, graduated? And she said, no, I was so ready. And that's so rude.
Well, here's what you have going for you. You are rich. So they will be back because you got a big house. You got a few of them. And they're going to want to come home.
Oh, my God.
Their friends are going to want to come home. This is good for you.
Well, I hope so.
So just, stay the fun house.
Yes, I'm going to. So, yeah. Okay. Well.
Oh, man, that will be.
It'll be special. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on Facebook and TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. And you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.
Yay Media Group.